Hello everyone, my name is Edoggz and welcome to this channel and thank you for clicking on this video. I am the proud second owner of the Transformers masterpiece MP-27 Ironhide. So let's get into the box. So this is what it looks like. We have Ironhide in its robot mode and we have the vehicle mode made by Nissan, which we will get into in detail. We have this side of the box where he's either putting out fires or some sort. We have the back of the box where we have vast assortments of accessories. We have the vehicle mode and we have a comparison on the bottom between Bumblebee, Ironhide, and Optimus. It's not coming across too clear on my side, but trust me, that's what it is. On the back of the box, we have the license, and we have this barcode. I don't think anything else. Yeah. And we have this side, which is a Nissan Cherry Vignette. So let's bring in the figure. So here is Ironhide in his vehicle mode. Ironhide is a Nissan Cherry Vignette, which is a cab-over van and pickup truck produced by Japanese automaker Nissan from 1978. In 95, Mazda had took over and modified the van until 2011, I believe, until they retired it. And there is a couple of fun facts about Nissan. Nissan is short for Nissan Aichi. Nissan Aichi is the manufacturing division, and also Aichi is the Japanese prefecture in Central Hasu, I hope I pronounced that right, island in Japan. The vehicle top speed is 87 miles per hour. 0 to 60, 19.4 seconds. 0 through 100, 20.5 seconds. There's two versions, I say, which is a two-wheel version and a four-wheel version. It can seat between 4 to 5 people comfortably. So let's get into the accessories. Now, first we have this gun, and it can be put into two places. You get two of these, of course, and you can dual wield these, or you gotta just have one. And you can put them into here, and these little cavities. Like so, and it still moves, as you can see. Also, you could take this other gun if you wanted to, and you can put this on the top in this little square. So you have something like that. Normally I don't have the guns even vehicle mode. Sometimes I prefer to mistransform the arm where it swings out and the gun is in the hand while it's driving, just like in the cartoon. So you have that. The rest of the assortments are contained in robot mode, and sometimes it's a little tough getting this piece out, this gun out. Ooh, that was tough. So let me give you a quick comparison. Let's bring in Grapple, and we're going to bring in United Jazz, who is my stand-in for Masterpiece Jazz. He's also a stand-in for pretty much all my Jazz line stuff, all Transformers line stuff. So you have that. Kind of have that kind of look. We also have the Igear version, which is much smaller, much more compact, and we're going to show the robot mode later on. Like so. So let's get into the transformation. So here is the accessory. Just take a real good look at it, and everything here is pretty much the robot modes, bits and pieces, add-ons and stuff. So we're gonna get into transformation, which is not too hard. It's not too difficult. Let's see. So what we want to do, we want to focus on the rear wheels, and we want to hold it something like this, and you want to grab it from the top and you want to separate like so. And this top piece where the wind vane is, this piece right here, this is called the wind vane, and you want to separate this piece up like that. We'll get back to this later. Next, we want to bring the arms out, and what you want to do, you just center them out on the armature, so you have something like that. Do the same thing on the other side. Like that. While to be back here, you want to angle this up like so. Do the same thing on the side. You just want to angle it up like that. And we will come back to this later on. Let's start with the feet. You take the tires and they flip inwards on this little groove here. And they go inside of this cavity. Like so. Do the same thing. Try not to overdo it, or you might break it. And flip that into the cavity. Next, there's this panel right here. This panel flips down and over, so you just take this panel, bring it around, and you clip over. Take this panel, bring it over. Next, I'm going to take this piece right here, whereas I believe it's the second half of the door, and you just want to pull it out, flip it backwards, and clip it in. Let's see if we can do that a little bit more clearer. You take the door, flip it up like this, and you want to bring it all the way back, like that. Next, you want to separate the legs, and you want to pull down on the legs. You want to turn counterclockwise. Do the same thing on the other leg, counterclockwise, and you know you have it right when you have these this piece right here, this armature right here, on the inside of the leg instead of the outside of the leg. Next, you take the feet, simple, turn around like so. Do the same thing on the other side, turn around like so. Now, if it hasn't done it, because these two things need to be even, so you just kind of re-click it. It's something I like to do because sometimes it doesn't stand evenly. Next, we're going to bring the engine bay and the windshield up just a little bit. because we have to free this door. We have to free this door up. Then you take it, your finger here, and you want to pull out. And you want to swing down. Same thing on the other side. You want to pull out, swing down. While we're here, you take this silver piece, you fold it up. So it looks like that. Now you're going to bring the legs down. And I noticed that there's no ratchets in that movement. There's no ratchet, so it's nothing but friction. It would have been cool to have ratchets there, but I'm not going to complain that much about it. Next, we're going to take these wheels and we're going to plug them into these rectangular spots right here. And we're going to move this inward into the side. And we're going to plug this in. Same thing. I'm going to do a little different. We're going to shove in. And you want to fold this tire into place. And we're almost there. So we have to concentrate on the top part. So now we want to flip the arms up. Do the same thing on that side if you haven't done it already. So it kind of looks something all like this. Then you want to move the arms out of the way because you need to see what's about to happen. So I like to bring the arms out. Now this piece right here threw me for a loop because I was very scared moving the armatures. There's two armatures here. There's two of these on the outside and then there's one on the inside, and I was kind of scared to move it because I thought I was going to break it. But you just gotta wiggle. Until you get it out like that. And then you want to fold all of this down. I'm going to move that back just for a second. You want to fold this down and you want to bring this downwards because it needs to be like this, and you want to fold this around. Make sure it's the same way on opposite side. So it should look like that. Now you want to bring up the shoulders. So you should have something that looks like this. And this piece is going to cover that part, like so. Then you take the engine bay and you want to unclip it. And it takes a little doing. You want to unclip it and you want to see now. Hold on. This should be there. There we go. So now we have it in the right place. And now we want to bring it up. Right? So this back, on the back, you want to move it towards you, towards the front. Like so. And then you take these two tabs and you plug it into these two slots right here in the chest. You can turn around the head. And we just have to fix the arms. So right now, if you haven't done it, The arms are supposed to be situated like this. Turn it up, and then you flip it down like so. Do the same thing on the other side. You want to turn it around so it's facing like this, and you bring it down like that. And you know you got it when this is a smooth surface. Same thing on this side. This is smooth surface. Now, the first batch of Ironhides, I believe there was a problem there. They had an assembly problem, and they had put these on reverse. I'm not sure if mine's got that or somebody before me fixed it, but I don't see anything wrong with it right now. So we're going to get the arm. So you want to bring the window up. Like, you want to separate the window from this panel. You want to bring the hand out. Now this piece is on the armature here. You bring it down like so, and you want to click back one time, and then you want to close, and the bottom portion of the window should plug into this lower piece. So you, like that, and you can just orient that the way you want. There's one hand there. We're going to see if we can try to do that better. So we're going to separate the window from this piece, and we're going to bring it down on the armature. And you know, when you go back into vehicle mode, this piece has to match where these screws is. That's how you know how you got it right when you're going back into vehicle mode. And then we bring it back. Like so. Get the fist. Swing the fist out. Alright. Then you close this piece. And then you got an arm all done. The hand is in the right place. Let's see. Look it over. Let me just look it over real quick. Yep, I believe we got it. We have our masterpiece. How? One second. So this is what he looks like. Let's do a quick comparison before we start adding accessories to them. We have the Plus wheel jack, and we have Sunstreaker to give you a look of scale. And I like it. It's okay. It's okay. The problems, or I should say the nitpicks. Let's call them nitpicks. In the cartoon, let's bring these out. I'm going to use my card here. In the cartoon, this stomach was in here. And in the cartoon, I believe it's somewhere around there, maybe a little higher. That means the rest of this should have disappeared either towards the back, or maybe they could have put another hinge here that would allow you to flip underneath this. But this whole thing is one solid piece, so that's out of the question. And I'm going to give you a comparison about that in a second. So let's go into articulation. So let's start with the head. The head can move up like so. It has full range of motion, 360 degrees. You can actually look down if you wanted to. The arms have a full range of motion except for right about there. That's probably the best you can do, and that's the angle that you get when you try to make that motion. And then when you bring it back, it's the opposite. That's as far as it gets. Yeah. You have arm movements all the way up. So you have that. Elbow. That is 90 degrees. And that's about all you're going to get out of it. There is a little bit of waist articulation. No, I would say that's a pretty good waist articulation. Legs. If you don't move the skirt out of the way, you're only limited to that much. Let me see. Right, so you have to just move that out of the way, and you can just bring that all the way up if you want to. Knee. I wouldn't say exactly 90 degrees, but it's all right. At the waist, it doesn't move because you have this door that's in the way. Feet have articulation. You have about that much, and then you have that much which is against the outside of the leg, and then you have this little rocker, built-in rocker that you can use. And also, I forgot one thing. There's this piece right here that you have to flip out for his heel spur. I knew I was forgetting something. So you have that. There's rotation at the knee, but a little bit at the upper thigh. I think that's about it. There is an alternative face I'd like to show off real quick. And how to get this off is very easy. You just take his mohawk and you want to move it forward and it will loosen it up. Now, I first thought that this piece was broken because it's moving really easy. I'm like, that can't be a thing. I was hoping a little bit more friction, but I guess it is what it is. And you can just slide that back on. And you just push his mohawk back and it will stay in its place. And then you have his yelling face, or his argumentative face, if you will, every time he goes to Optimus Prime kind of deal. So accessories, let's get into accessories, shall we? We're gonna do one gun each. We have this gun, which we already showed off in the vehicle mode. And they go into the hand like normal. You have the slot, you have the peg. And I'll have to say that they're getting better, because normally the first generation or the first generation or the first wave of figures that they made, the guns were laying crooked. They weren't straight, and that really resulted into buying a third-party piece that did the job a little better. And you have that in his hand, like so. And that's just his regular weapon. Let me get a different one. This is his static weapon gun. Where we're going to put it in his other hand. On another note, Ironhide's secret ability is that he can withstand electric magnetic pulses or electric charges of some sort, and he is immune to small arms fire. So you have that kind of look. You have both guns in his hands. Normally I stick to the main weapon, so we're going to lose this one. Next, I want to show off this backpack. Now, he only used this backpack once in the show. I'm not sure why he couldn't just use this more than once, like multiple times. Like, it would have gave them a slightly more of advantage. Now, it goes into this hole back here. I've tried putting the Siege Jetfire effects part on there. They don't fit. You have to use the effects parts that it comes with. Let me get those. So you have these two. They kind of remind me of something that's in Dragon Ball Z kind of deal. And they just go in there. In these little holes here. If you have a stand, you have a port for a stand on this back side. So you can make them fly through the air. So you have that kind of a thing going on. Next is his shoulder cannon, or I should say shoulder rocket type of deal. And again, you can plug this into his back. I wish it could plug into the screw post, but so you kind of have that kind of deal going on. Maybe you can lean it over to the side like this kind of deal. Next are his nozzle hands. You have these nozzle hands here. One's for the left, one's for the right. You can tell the difference which is which. And what you have to do, we got to lose this gun. And you need to close the hand. You want to open this piece right here, his arms, and you want to flip in the hands like so, and you just want to close it back up, and it's going to reveal this little nub right here. Same thing on the other side. Close the hand, flip it inside. And all you have to do is plug them into this little square right here. And it still has the same effect of the hand. The only difference is you can't close it. So you could either have it something like this, but in the pictures, I believe it's down like this. So it looks like that. And do the same thing on this side. Kind of looks like a zombie right now. So yeah, that kind of effect going on. And since we're here, we can take this off, and we're going to put his other nozzles on. So you have that one, and pretty much they do the same function. He uses nitrogen to put out a flame. Maybe he uses it to freeze somebody in place, which I never saw in the cartoon, but it has to be something like that. And then we have this other nozzle that can go on the other hand. So you have that. And one last thing, we have the radar dish. I wish the radar dish could be plugged into the top of the truck, but it doesn't. It only plugs into the forearm arms. You can choose which side that it goes on. Let me get these hands out. So you have that going on. So let me get his other hand, and we're going to do one more final comparison. Matter of fact, let me change his face real quick. Put back his stock face, his miserable face on, and let me get one more figure once again. Here is Igear's version of Ironhide, way shorter, slightly different color, more darker, I should say. Heavy ears on the side. Here he is from the back. We don't have the face guard on the front of this vehicle. You have that side, and we have different versions of the chest and the face. Now between these two, they do share one thing. They're kind of finicky getting back into their alt modes, and the Igear version pulls off the upper half of him. I would say maybe from the waist up, it kind of slightly more resembles Ironhide than the Masterpiece. but the Masterpiece transformation is a lot better than this. So could they have pulled this off? Probably. And that's where I want to make a point real quick. As you know, they made the upgrade for Optimus Prime MP-44, which has not gone down in price since its release. We're getting a new Starscream next year. I believe the low next year around April or May or something like that. So I believe that they're going to make an updated version of Ironhide and maybe 2 other people from Wave 1 to make them more look like the animated Cell. They could have made the tires disappear in the back, like let's say Masterpiece Ironhide. These wheels totally disappear in the back, and they had the 2 doors that close it up. But who knows? If they make an updated version, I'll be happy. If not, I'm happy anyway. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like or subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. Suggestions, I do respond, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.